stretching over to the other side. And then bringing your arms back to center, rolling up to seated. Taking your arms over, or take your right arm over to the right thigh. And draw your left arm up and over. Ooh. The exterminator was supposed to know. Looking up towards the ceiling with the left side. And then lower the left arm down and take it up and over to the other side. Breathing down your right side body. Sit back more, Margaret, so you're not so forward in your hip flexors. Good morning. I was about to text you. Sitting up nice and tall. Going into spinal twist. Taking your left hand outside of your right thigh. Left hand outside of right thigh. Push, be right hand into the mat behind you. Get taller in your spine, twisting your spine. And switching sides. Going tall. Good. And then hands on both of your thighs. Lift your heart with a flat back. Dive forward. Root down into your thighs. Curl into the lower back. Roll it up to seated. Lift your heart. Dive forward. Curl through the spine. Rolling up one bone at a time. 3. Root down and roll. 2 more. Really rounding under the tail, curling under the hips. Good. 1 more time. Dive forward. Curl through the spine, back up. We're going to reverse it. Nod your chin to your chest. Roll forward. Lift your gaze. Rise up with a flat back. Nod your chin to your chest. Roll forward. Rise up with a flat back. 3 more. Two. One more time. Roll forward. And rise up with a flat back. Good job. So let's put our foot bars up on the high bar. I would drop it. So lay on down, heels on the foot bar, parallel your feet. Good. And flex through the feet and press all the way out, lengthening. Heavy tail, heavy heels, back in. Lengthening all the way out. Heavy heels, heavy tail, back in. Last 2. Last one. Go halfway down and do little squat pulses. Heavy heels. Think of dropping your hips through your thighs. Pressing all the way out, lengthen. All the way back in. Stay on your heels, turn into Pilates V feet. Pressing all the way out, all the way back in. All the way out, lengthen and squeeze. all the way back in. Letting the knees go, letting the hips go as you come back in. Keeping your feet heavy. It will make you work your thighs a little bit more, work the hips a little bit more. And then go halfway, squat pulses, dropping down. Pressing all the way out, all the way back in. Heels wide to the side, knees and toes to the corners of the room. Pressing all the way out, lengthen and squeeze, all the way back in. Tail's heavy. Keeping your tail tilting down towards the springs as you come in. You're not curling into the lower back. We are not imprinting our lower back into the mat. Wiggle your butt. Drop down towards the springs, not towards your hip. 5, 4, 2 more. All the way out, halfway in, squat pulses, dropping down. Just relax the hips, drop the pelvis. Pressing all the way out, lengthen, all the way back in. Good. Toes in the middle, parallel. Pressing all the way out, all the way in. Keeping the heels lifted will make you engage the tops of the knees where your muscles are supporting your knees. Your heels low will engage and stretch through the calves and the Achilles. Last 2. Halfway, one more round of pulses. Squat down. 10, press all the way out. And go into running. Alternate your heels, dropping one heel under and dropping the other heel under.
You can do your figure 4 stretch.
Actually, I would probably take your boot off because you'll be good for a little press up. And then massage your feet, walking up and down the bar. Get your pressure points. And then carefully come all the way back in. Carefully rock on up to seated. You're going to do one red, one blue spring. One red, one blue. And then lay back down, head back in your headrest. Good. So you can grab the loops of your straps, or if you want a little bit heavier, you can just like kind of choke around the strap. Either is totally fine. Arms up to the sky. Make sure you have room for your shoulders. We will be adding head curls. Tabletop your legs. Long arms lower. Exhaling down. Inhaling as you resist and lift. Exhaling into the back of the ribs to lower. Inhaling as you resist and lift. Good. Feeling the back of the ribs getting heavy. Feel like you're growing out through the crown of your head. On this next round, let's add those upper ab curls. Ribs fold in, curl forward. Control as you lower. Exhaling to lift, curl forward. Control as you lower. stay lifted on this next one and just move the arms up and press. Arms lift and lower. Keeping your glutes relaxed. 2 more. Last one. Lower the head. Open the arms out wide to the side. Keep your head down. Arms sweep into the body. Open wide to the sides. Sweep into the body. Open wide to the side. Exhaling to pull. As you're pulling in, make sure that the chest isn't gripping, like your shoulders aren't rounding in. So it's okay if you don't make it all the way into your sides. Just keeping the chest and collarbone open. Let's add the head curl. Lift into the upper abs. Control as you lower. Exhale, reaching long past the hips as you curl forward. Feel like you're reaching towards the foot bar as you lift up. On this next one, stay lifted. Hold those upper abs and just move those arms wide and close. Open wide and close. Last one. And rest it down. Good job. You can hang up your straps. Take your feet out wide to the side on the foot bar. Let the knees fall to the right side of the room. Breathing into your left side body. Maybe looking out towards the left, getting a little deeper into the waistline. Okay, switching sides, knees to the left. Maybe looking to the right. Stretching through your hip and side body. And then carefully come on up. Good. So you're going to change to a blue only. We're gonna sit facing the door so that your left hip is against the shoulder pads all the way back. Left hip all the way back. Perfect. You're gonna take the strap, keep going all the way back, Margaret. The strap that's in front of you, and you're gonna hook up your right ankle. Right ankle. Plant your left foot onto the mat and straighten your right leg out long. So I like to hug my left thigh with my arm, and I like to draw my right hand beside me on the mat, and just helps to sit you up really tall. So working that outer hip and thigh, flex your toes up to the sky, and move the leg out wide and center. Moving the leg out wide and center. Exhaling to pull. So there's a little bit of a lift off of the mat with that leg, right? So you're not sliding the leg across the mat, but you're engaging your quad, the middle of the thigh as well. Sitting nice and tall, like a puppet strings lifting you up. One more. Good. So then let's put that strap in the left ankle. Good. Scoot your butt all the way over to the right side of the mat, closer to the foot bar. This time your right foot is planted, hugging that right leg, and maybe the left hand is pushing into the shoulder pad beside you. Good. This time your inner thigh works. Flex those toes to the sky, and the upper inner thigh pulls the leg in. And let the leg open out as far as you can. Exhale in and open. Still finding that nice tall posture. Toes pointing straight up. The foot likes to turn, which turns and spirals the thigh. So just paying attention that your leg stays neutral. Last 3. 2. Last one. Good. Slide that strap off of your ankle. Let's change to a single red spring. Drop your headrest flat and sit facing the back. Legs through your headrest. Grabbing up onto the ropes of the straps. First, we're just going to roll through the spine a little bit. So curling the tail under, exhale, rounds you back. Pause and breathe in. Upper abs curl you forward. Stretch over your thighs at the top so you get a little bit of a lower back and hamstring stretch. And then roll it up to seated. Curling under the tail, rolling back. Inhaling once you're back there. Exhale, those upper abs roll you all the way forward. Stretching over those thighs at the top. Sitting nice and tall. One more time. Inhaling while you're back there. Exhale, curling all the way forward. Reach and grow tall at the top. Arms just outside the frames. Straight arms pull straight back and control it forward. Straight arms pull back and forward. Feeling like you're moving through the upper arm, back of the arms and shoulders. Keeping open through the chest and collarbone as you pull back. Last 2. Last one, reach down and pull back. Bring the arms forward in front of you. Either palms face in or palms face down, totally up to you. You're moving from the upper arm bone as those arms pull to the sides and close. Arms pull to the sides and close. Exhale. Three. Think of moving from the arms. Keep your arms straight and strong. 2. 1. Now we're going to add those 2 together and alternate them back and forth. So straight arms go down to the floor, back to the hips. Bring the arms forward. Open the arms wide. Close. Straight arms draw down and back. Forward. Open wide. Good. Last round. Open arms wide and close. So you can keep a hold where you are higher. So if you grab up higher, you're going to be thumbs up, palms facing in. If you want to, you can go to the loops of the straps, which will be palms up. So round under the tail, rolling back, shoulders in pockets. Arms reach out in front of you. Bicep curl, flex and curl in, lengthening back out. Exhale, flex. And think of that movement. Try not to come from your hands, but flex at your elbows. So you're focusing on keeping that elbow in that same plane. We're not lowering and lifting the arm. That can go into the shoulder. We want nice biceps. Try not to pinch into the chest and the shoulders. So let those arms do the work. Last 2. Last 1. And curl back up to seated. Good. Hang up your straps. You will change back to your single blue spring. Single blue. You'll face the ring wall side so that your right hip is all the way back against the shoulder pads. Legs out long in front of you. And we're hooking up the left ankle. Left ankle. So your right foot is planted on the mat. Hugging into that right knee and maybe pushing into the mat beside you. The left leg, straight leg, toes to the sky, lifting the thigh and sweeping out to the side and back in. Exhale, out to the side and back in. Last 3, 2, 1. Sliding your right foot in, ankle. Take your left one out. Scoot your butt all the way over towards the foot bar. Planting your left foot on the mat and your right leg's out long. I like to kind of push my hand into the shoulder pad because it just helps to stabilize my spine as that right leg moves in and out. Focusing on moving from that upper inner thigh. Flexing those toes to the sky. One more time, pulling in and stretching out. Good. Hang up your strap. Nice. Good job. Okay. So you're going to do one green spring, one green only. You're going to sit mermaid style. So right leg goes behind you. Yeah. Good. Slide your hips back a little. Yep, perfect. Okay. So left hand's on the foot bar, slightly forward from your shoulder. Push the foot bar away. Side flex, rainbow arc, up and over. Rise all the way back up. Grab your shoulder pad, go in the opposite direction. Good. Push the foot bar away. Side flex, up and over. The hard part with this is trying to ground down into those hips. Rising up in other direction. Make sure you're sitting into the sit bones. You're not forward into your pubic bone. That way you'll get a bigger stretch in the hips, the lower back. You're always kind of thinking of anchoring down into the butt bones. Both butt bones are anchoring towards the mat. Good, last one each side. And towards the tower last time, stretching up and over. Good. Rotate both of the hands onto the foot bar. That right hip comes forward a little bit. Try to square those hands and shoulders as you dive down into a flat back, staying in your flat back forward fold. Good. Bend your elbows out to the sides as your head comes forward towards the foot bar. Stay low and press. So it's like overhead presses. Stay low. Good. And exhale, press. Stay low. And exhale, press. Good. 4. One more. Press all the way out long. Now we're going into swan. Root down and lift the heart. Flat back fold over. Good. Root down and lift the heart. Nice. And flat back fold over. For 3, 2, rising up, 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 up. One last time, press away. Lift the heart, rising up, stay into the bumper, and release your hands from the foot bar. Do a single blue, no green. One blue, no green. Good. Take the strap in front of you in your right hand. Good. Right hand is close in towards your face. And this is just a half lift. So we're just lifting to shoulder level. Drop back down to rib cage. Exhale, shoulder level and rib cage. Good. 3.
Which way is your elbow?
Whichever feels better in your shoulder. You can have it in, you can have it out. So everybody's shoulders are kind of weird. So it's like whatever feels better. Hold it at shoulder level. Now we're going to go higher to the sky, up by your ear, drop to shoulder level. Exhale, up, down to shoulder level. For 3. Feel the weight root down as you lift up. 2. 1. Drop it all the way down in towards your rib cage. Full range of motion. Exhale straight up to the sky, all the way down. Straight up to the sky, all the way down. One more. Good. Now we're adding side flexion. So that left hand is by your side. Keep your hips heavy. As we stretch over to the left, reach with that right arm. Rise all the way back up. Exhale, side flex into that body. And lift. For 3. Good. Reaching up and over towards a foot bar. For 2. Stay nice and square in your trunk. Last time, reach up and over. And in front of you, stretch your arms out wide to the side, palms face in towards your body. This is not super heavy, and you're not like opening out until your strap gets really loose. So kind of find that place where you have some tension in the strap. Exhale, close the arms in front of you. Open until you maintain that resistance. Close and open. So it kind of stays in the chest, the shoulder, and bicep. It never lets go, right? For 3. Exhaling in. For 2. Interlace your hands around each other. Take a deep breath in. We're rotating to the left. Exhale, twist and center. Rotate left and center. Exhale, feel right rib wrap towards left hip. Last 2. Last 1. Hold your arms in front of you. Keep them interlaced together as your arms lift to the sky overhead like a halo and back down. Feel like you root down as your arms go up and release. Exhale for 3. Keep your heart reaching forward, tall spine for 2. And one last time, hold those arms up to the sky. Hold it here. We're doing a side flexion again. Exhale for 5. Exhale into those obliques for 4. Reach up and over for 3. And 2. One last time. And rest. Good job. Hang up your strap. Nice. That was fun. Okay. So you're going to do, let's do one red spring only. You are going to kneel facing the foot bar. Kneeling facing the foot bar. Do you want that for your knees? Yeah. It was just kind of have your, so like when you're doing this, like don't worry about hitting the foot bar because your toes will be longer behind you or theirs will be up against the shoulder pad. So draw your feet against the shoulder pads. Good. And then we're going into our down stretch. So hips are forward, heart lifts up. Feel like you're the bottom of a rocking chair, right? That like Bowie sensation of your back and your spine. Good. Feel like you're rooting down and lift really tall. And then those hips drop into the springs, pushing away the carriage as you lower, lower, lower. And then pull up. Good. Keep your hips forward, dropping them down into the springs as you lower. And then root down and lift up, 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 up. Good. 3, pressing away. So you have that visual of a rocking chair, right? Kind of going down and back, right? Rocking back and forth. So the spine, the hips, the whole trunk of the body doesn't shift or change. Keep your gaze out in front of you so you'll feel more of that front side body working as you push away. Good, last one. Good. Rest for a moment. Nice. So this next one, you're going to find a modified plank. So you are pushed away with the carriage, and you won't really move the carriage at that point once you get there. Okay, so shoulders are kind of back just a slight bit. And then move your knees back so that you're in this perfect modified plank position. Shoulders in pockets, don't push away. So your carriage stays steady here. Hips forward a little bit more. Like this way forward. Everything. Yeah, good. Now shoulders in pockets. Go into your push-up. Ribs lower towards the foot bar. Down, down, down. Exhale into those ribs up. Lower from the ribs. Move more from here. Heart, heart, heart. Yes, that was it. Heart lowers you. Heart lifts. You don't push away, Margaret.
Okay.
Lower your chest towards the foot bar. Lower forward. Good. And whatever feels better on your arms.
Push up.
For 3. Exhale. For 2. Use those ribs up. Breath. Last one. And rest. Good job. One green spring only. This is just sit on so you don't have enough.
Okay.
And you're going to sit mermaid style facing the door.
Great.
So the right leg is in front of you and your left leg is behind you. Is that okay? Or is it too much?
It's fine.
Can you get into this hip a little bit more? So scoot both of them onto it. There you go. Yeah, good. Okay, so your right hand slightly forward from your shoulder. Exhale as you push away, side flex. Keep those booties heavy. Lift all the way up and towards the shoulder pads. Grab the shoulder pad, lifting right arm up and over. You can also let it hang in front of you if you want to. Yeah. Towards the foot bar, stretching. And up and over. Two more rounds. Really grounding down into those hips. Breathing into those ribs. Good. Last one, each side. Up and over. Towards the tower, stretching right arm up and over. Good. So rotating both the hands onto the foot bar. This is where we do the overhead presses. So that left hip kind of pulls away a bit. Square through the arms and shoulders. Dive down into the springs. Try to go into a flat back hinge. Stay low as you bend your elbows. Exhale, press. Bend the elbows. Exhale, press. Let those shoulders relax into their pockets. Taking the movement from the elbows to the side. Ribs lengthen you. Last 2. Good. Last 1. Lift the heart. Go into swan as you come in. Shoulders are down. Pressing away. Lifting the heart up. And lengthening back down. Good. 3 more. 2. Up. Nice. One last time, lifting all the way up and in. Take your hands off the foot bar. Change to a blue. Just a blue. Good. Grab the strap in front of you, bending your elbow in towards your side. You can have your elbow in or elbow wide, whatever feels better on your shoulder. Hold it in your hand breadth. Yep. So it's a half lift just to shoulder level, back down to rib level. Just to shoulder level, back down to rib level. Exhale for 3. Feel like you're rooting down as you lift. For 2. Hold it at shoulder level. Now we're going higher to the sky. Straight up by your ear, down. Straight up by your ear, down. And there it is. 2. Last one. Full range of motion all the way in towards the rib, all the way up to the sky, all the way down, all the way up. 3. Exhale. Good. Then we add that side flexion. So your right hand is by your hip. And we lean up and over and rise back up for 5. Side flex up and over and rise back up for 4. Feel the hips stay heavy as we move through the ribs. Exhale, reach for 2. One last time. Sitting tall in the spine, arms open to the sides. Palms face in toward each other. Hug a tree, arms closing in. And only go as far open as the strap stays tight. So we maintain that connection in the underarms, the bicep, the shoulders. Interlace those hands together. We're going further to the right. Exhale, twist and center. Rib to hip. Good. Feel like your left rib crosses towards the right hip. Exhaling. Feel that barber pose, spiraling upward sensation as though you're wringing out the spine and lengthening out of the waistline. Good. Hold those arms in front of you. Stay steady in the carriage. Those arms lift overhead like a halo and lower. Exhale, lift the arms up and down. Feel like the shoulders draw down as the arms go up. Last two. Stay lifted on one, and we side flex to the right and tall spine. Side flex and tall spine. Exhale, up and over. One more. And rest. Good job, everyone. You're gonna hang up your straps. We're gonna put our boxes on the long way. Good. And you're gonna have a flat foot bar. So long box and a flat foot bar on your belly face. Okay. You're gonna stay on this single blue spring. You're gonna be on your belly facing the tower. Perfect. Good. So we're just gonna work one side. You're gonna grab the right strap. The higher up you grab, the heavier it will be. Legs are long behind you. Take your left hand behind your back or in front of your box. Focus on the back of the arm and shoulders. That straight arm goes down to the floor, back to the hip. Control as you lower it back to the bumper. Straight down to the floor, back to the hip, and releasing it forward. Good. Exhaling to pull. All the way back by the hip and hold it there. Tricep kick, bend at the elbow, extend. Bend at the elbow, extend. Keeping that upper arm glued into your side body. Exhaling, reach and press. Two more. Last one. Lengthen and release. Good. Carefully push yourselves up. You're gonna add a red with your blue. Turn to face the door. Okay. So red and a blue. Good. You're gonna lay on your left side. Your left elbow is either on the headrest. Headrest can be up or down. Make sure your ribs are fully on the box. And you're gonna hook up your top thigh with the strap. Top thigh with the strap. Perfect. So your knees are kind of at a downward angle to the corner of your box. So your feet are just kind of hanging into the space. They're not really resting on anything. Good. Scoot down a little bit so your ribs are down this way. You can support your head with your hand. Lengthen out your spine. Shoulders, ribs, and hips are stacked. Keep your feet glued together. Perfect. Top knee rotates open and close. Top knee rotates open and close. One of my virtual clients, she's in like a country club studio, and there's this teacher who loves to watch her. And
You're like,
when
no.
she was finishing her session the other day, the teacher said to her, Your teacher did some really interesting things to you today. I was like,
So
I don't know what that means.
That's one way to say it.
I don't know what that means. So now the whole thigh foot included lifts as one, lowers. I know she's probably gonna giggle when she hears me say that because I'm recording for her for tomorrow. Or for next week while I'm gone. Four, three, two, lower the leg down, straighten the top leg out in front of you. Your thighs are still connected. That's how you know where you want to be. Now think of your tail. When you did that, it kind of rounded forward. So stick your booty out, stack your hips back up, flex through that right foot, straight leg lifts, straight leg lowers, straight leg lifts, straight leg lowers. You feel your obliques kicking in when you're doing this. The outer hip and thigh kicks in while you're doing this.
See if I feel this?
Yeah.
Sorry. We're hitting muscles I didn't know I had.
3, 2, 1. Keep the legs straight. Turn it into circles as big as you can. Circle as big as you can. Squeeze that booty back around. I know she's also loving this because she loves her booty work.
I think it's always
Good.
when you need it the most.
Reverse it.
It hurts the worst.
Back. Last one. And done. Good job. You're going to carefully remove the strap.
Michelle's gonna have to remove all our straps.
Good. And then you're going to change back to that single blue spring. Single blue, no red. And you'll lay on your belly facing the tower because you got to do the left side with your arm first and then your butt. You can hang your strap up, Margaret.
Single blue, right?
Yep, single blue on your belly, face the tower. So it's the left arm that gets the strap. Higher up, heavier, lower, lighter. Right arm can go behind your back or in front of your box. Long legs, long arm, lift.
It's out to the side first or down first?
Down and back. Yep. Down and back. Hold it all the way back by your side. Bend at the elbow. Extend. Bend at the elbow. Extend. Keep your heart reaching forward. Keep your gaze reaching forward. Nice long, beautiful lines from head to feet. Finding those obliques kicking in. Last two. Last one. And rest. Good. So you're going to carefully come on up. You're going to put your red spring back on.
We did go out to the side, right?
Did we do out to the side? Oh, we did do out to the side. Sorry.
Sorry, I was like, I think
Yes, we did. Okay. Arm out to the side. Yeah. Sorry. Can't be lopsided. Can't be lopsided. Arm out to the side. Sweep back to the hip and forward. Thank you, Brett. Exhale back to the hip and forward. See, and I was worried I was going to forget the other arm series while we were seated. You got 4 more. Keep your heart forward. Find those obliques.
Where's your right
3.
oblique?
Exhale, side abdominals.
Where's my oblique?
Side abdominals.
Okay.
Last one. Good. Now you can hang up your strap. Add the other red spring with your blue. Good.
Ooh, no, so out of shape.
job.
Red,
That's right.
red and blue.
Gotta go see.
One red, one blue.
Yep, I got that on.
And lay on your right side. Make sure your underarms close to the edge of the box so you're fully supported in your spine. And hook up your top thigh. Good.
Oh, I
You're
just
good. You're
kicked you.
doing good. It was a left tap.
It was a love tap. That's what it was.
Alright, where is it?
So support your head, thigh.
Hi.
Good. Knees are towards the corner of the box, downward. Feet are together. Top knee opens and closes. So widen the booty. Stack the shoulders, ribs, and hips. Pull your top shoulder back. Yeah, there you go. Good. Alright, scoot down towards the window more so your
I'm
body's
doing-
more
I'm
supported.
not doing something right.
Three, two, one. Lower down. That whole thigh, foot included, lifts as one, lowers as one, lift as one, lower. Try to widen through the tail. Try not to let your pubic bone tuck towards you. Pubic bone's pointing down towards the foot bar. That way you'll feel that medial glute more. Right? It gives your thigh bone more room to move. Good. Lower the thigh down. Straighten the leg. Your thighs are still stacked, one on top of the other. Good. Leg lifts and lowers. Leg lifts and lowers. Remember to widen the booty bones behind you. Nice long, flat back. Exhale, lift. Exhale, lift. I know. One more. Straight leg, turn it into circles. Up and around. Up and around. Six, two more. Seven. Last one. Reverse those. 8. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take your strap off of your thigh. Good job. Carefully come to seated. Do a little figure 4 stretch, crossing ankle over your thigh. Nice job.
I mean, I honestly just kept waiting for you to come on over and be like, oh, you have an extra spring on.
You're so strong.
Something has to be wrong with this setup.
No.
We're gonna have the butts of teenagers.
Exactly. So what I say the other day, like I compared it to your mom, and one of my clients brought her daughter. I said, not that mom, because she's cute and tiny. Like, think of your grandmom. They all have like flat butts. Make sure you get both sides of your hips. It was funny. My client was like, wait a minute. No, not you. You're too young. Think of your grandmother. It was funny.
It's true.
It is true. Yes. My grandmother was like skinny bones, tiny, flat butt, like went all the way down to her ankles, you know, everything was just like bleh.
That's what they were going for then.
Right?
The no butt.
The no butt look.
Yeah.
No acetol. It's a dreadful disease. Dreadful disease. Let's do like you're straddling the box facing forward. Just slide yourselves all the way back and then just fold over your box. Let your legs hang and off the frame. So again, you get like another hip stretch. Make sure your legs are forward from your thighs. Yeah, that just kind of gives a different stretch into the hamstrings. There you go. And then kick these guys forward. Oh. That's good one up for the back hips. Shake. well, you're ready for your feet and straps. So we'll take our boxes off.
Look how dark it is out.
I know, it was weirding me out earlier because I have not had the curtains closed. I usually do that in the winter time because that light's on out there. And I'm like, what is happening? But it's just a gloomy, gloomy day.
Yeah.
So y'all have 2 red springs on. 2 reds. You're good where you are because I don't want you to I don't want you to do 60 on your hips.
Gotcha.
So push right under your left foot and then you're under 5. Alright, so feet and straps. Feet and straps. Don't do thighs. She broke her foot.
Oh.
Yeah. So feet and straps. Long legs lift. And long legs lower. You can go straight legs. Yeah. Yeah. It shouldn't stop. Unless it moves. You should be okay. Yeah. Good.
Yes.
It doesn't appear to be raining right now unless it's such a light one that I can't see.
Yeah.
The rocks.
It might be misty. It is a little misty because it's a little wet on the windows. And then tabletop, legs stay parallel, bend in, extend out, bend in, extend out. Ropes will kind of align with the shins. Make sure you're pushing from your hips, not your feet. Good. That's 2. Last one, hold your legs in your tabletop position. So your feet are together, your knees are together, your thighs are together. So we're not moving the carriage. I want you to spiral your thighs. So feet stay together, knees open going into the frog leg. Spiral thighs together parallel. Frog thighs and parallel thighs. Make sure your thighs are directly over the hips in that 90-degree bend. And dropping that tail heavy into the mat. So you're just feeling those thighs spiraling in your hip sockets, right? It's kind of like what we were doing earlier with those clamshells. Good. Straighten the legs up to the sky. Circle those legs all the way down, around and up. Big circles all the way down, around and up. Moving from those hips and inner thighs, stretching around.
Yes.
And then reverse the direction. Ooh.
We jinxed it. We jinxed it. We did.
Well, we're inside.
Poor Carly though.
Oh,
We're headed out. I said reverse out loud, right?
Yes.
Okay. I got distracted. Squirrel. Good. And then grab at your straps and pull for a stretch. The closer you grab towards the hardware, the deeper stretch you'll get down the lower back, the hamstrings. Keeping a hold of the straps, take your legs out wide to the side and rocking from right to left. You may feel that a little bit in that waistline.
Oh, sorry. We hooked up.
Good. And then you guys are all through. Good job, everybody.